Confidence begins in a moment so small that most people overlook it. Yet that moment has the power to change the direction of your entire life. It begins when you decide to act even while uncertainty is still present in your mind. You may feel fear, hesitation, or doubt, but the decision to move forward sends a powerful signal to your inner self that you are no longer controlled by hesitation. This is the beginning of the confidence cycle, a principle deeply connected to the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, who taught that the subconscious mind responds to what you do far more than to what you merely wish. When you act, you create proof. That proof becomes evidence. That evidence becomes belief. And that belief becomes confidence. Most people mistakenly believe they must feel confident before they begin, but the truth is the opposite. Action comes first, and confidence follows. When you take one small step, your mind begins to adjust. It realizes that the fear did not destroy you. It realizes that you survived. Then, the next step feels slightly easier. This is how momentum is born. Each action strengthens your self-trust. Each repetition weakens your fear. Over time, the same action that once felt impossible begins to feel normal. This transformation does not happen overnight, but it does happen every time you refuse to remain still. Your subconscious mind is always watching your behavior. It listens to what you do. When you delay, it learns hesitation. When you avoid, it learns fear. But when you act, it learns courage. This is why consistent action is so powerful. You are training your inner mind to see yourself as a person who moves forward. Eventually, your identity begins to change. You no longer see yourself as someone who is stuck. You begin to see yourself as someone who takes action regardless of circumstances. This new self-image creates even more confidence, which leads to even more action. This is the loop. This is the cycle. This is how ordinary people create extraordinary strength. The most important step is always the next one in front of you. It does not need to be perfect. It only needs to be taken. Because every step you take is a vote for the person you are becoming, and every action you repeat becomes a permanent part of your belief system, shaping a stronger, braver, and more confident version of yourself. At this stage of your journey, you begin to notice something remarkable happening inside you. The actions that once required enormous effort now require less emotional struggle. You still feel moments of uncertainty, but they no longer have the same authority over your decisions and your direction in life today. This change may seem subtle, yet it is deeply powerful because it proves that your mind is learning from your behavior. Every time you move forward, you weaken the old pattern of avoidance and strengthen the new pattern of courage, resilience, and personal responsibility within yourself right now, today, always. You are no longer waiting for permission, approval, or perfect conditions. Instead, you are creating progress through movement. This is exactly what Joseph Murphy explained when he taught that the subconscious accepts repeated action as truth and begins to support that truth automatically inside your mind every single day. This inner support feels like a quiet strength that was not there before. You begin to trust your choices more. You stop overanalyzing every step. You start moving with greater clarity, and this clarity allows you to take even bigger and more meaningful actions forward in your daily life now. With every new action, your self-image continues to evolve. You stop seeing yourself as someone who is limited, and you begin seeing yourself as someone who is capable. This shift in identity is the true source of lasting confidence and transformation for your future path, starting today, right now. You also begin to realize that fear was never as permanent as it once appeared. Fear survives through avoidance, but it weakens through exposure. Each time you face what you once avoided, you reduce its influence and increase your emotional freedom and control over your life, starting today, right now. This is how confidence becomes self-sustaining. It no longer depends on motivation alone. It becomes part of your nature. You act because that is who you are now, and every action confirms this new identity in your subconscious mind with calm certainty and growing power every single day today now. The process continues as long as you continue to act. There is no final endpoint, only expansion. Your confidence grows in layers, and each layer makes the next level possible. What once felt extraordinary becomes normal, and what felt impossible becomes achievable through steady, daily, repeated, focused action habits today. You begin to understand that you were never truly lacking confidence. You were lacking evidence. Now, you are creating that evidence through action. This gives your mind a reason to believe in you. And that belief becomes your strength and guides your decisions with certainty and courage today, right now. And as you continue forward, you realize that confidence was built by you, step by step. It was earned through action, reinforced through repetition, and solidified through belief. This realization empowers you to keep moving forward without hesitation and embrace your limitless potential, starting today, right now, always, again soon. Now you reach a deeper understanding of your own inner power, and this awareness begins to influence not only what you do, but also how you see yourself in every situation. You no longer measure your ability based on past failures, because your present actions are creating a new personal reality. Each deliberate step forward sends a clear message to your subconscious that you are reliable, capable, and willing to grow. This message is received and stored, and in time it becomes your new mental foundation. The teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy emphasize that whatever you impress upon the subconscious mind through repetition and emotion will eventually express itself in your outer life. This means your consistent actions are not temporary efforts. They are permanent investments in the person you are becoming. You begin to notice that challenges no longer appear as threats. Instead, they appear as opportunities to reinforce your new identity. Where you once hesitated, you now respond. Where you once doubted, you now decide. This change strengthens your emotional stability and gives you a sense of control that cannot be taken away by external conditions. You understand that confidence is not a gift given to a select few. It is a result created by those who choose to act again and again. This realization removes excuses and replaces them with responsibility. You accept that your future depends on your willingness to continue the cycle. As you repeat this process, your mind stops resisting growth and begins supporting it automatically. Positive action feels more natural. Fear loses its voice. Progress becomes part of your daily routine. You also begin to influence others without trying, because people can sense certainty and direction. Your example becomes silent proof that change is possible. This reinforces your belief even further. You trust yourself more deeply because you have evidence from your own experience. You remember when you once felt stuck, and you recognize how far you have come. This recognition creates gratitude, and gratitude strengthens your emotional energy. With this energy, you continue moving forward. You set new goals, not from insecurity, but from purpose. Your actions are no longer attempts to prove your worth. They are expressions of your growth. This is the final shift in the confidence cycle. You are no longer chasing confidence. You are living it. Every step you take confirms it. Every decision you make expands it. Every day you continue, it becomes stronger, more stable, and more deeply rooted in who you are today and into your future without fear or hesitation, because you have trained your mind to follow your lead with trust and courage that continues growing through every action you choose to take from this moment forward in your life, starting now and lasting forever, within you, always guiding your path with clarity, strength, and calm determination as you continue building the confident person you were meant to become through faithful daily action and belief in yourself each day ahead, now and always onward.